That's that old bull business model that you're going to charge the fans for some bull fights and that you the face of boxing because you just keep shoving it down their throat, man. The Mayweather era, that's over with, man.
He's making all this money.
Now, that's the thing. They talk all that money talk. Can't be one looking good and the rest of the crew if you getting thoroughbred money.
But I don't even think he don't need any money.
He spends so much money.
Yeah, but he don't need any. Floyd,
are you sure?
Yeah, Floyd good.
I bet if he's playing for the future.
Bill Haney reportedly directed sharp criticism toward Floyd Mayweather Jr. during a tense public exchange, questioning Floyd's constant focus on money and financial success. Haney also challenged the legitimacy of Mayweather's reported $42 million investment deal, describing it as questionable and suggesting that Floyd could be dealing with deeper financial issues behind the scenes. According to Bill Haney, Mayweather's repeated displays of wealth and luxury may be more connected to protecting his public image than proving genuine financial security. His comments reflected growing tension within boxing discussions, where financial status and public reputation often become major talking points between fighters, trainers, and promoters at the same time. These remarks came during a confrontational situation, which is common in the boxing world. Rivalries, personal criticism, and public call-outs are frequently used to generate attention and fuel debate, meaning statements like these can sometimes blend real opinions with exaggeration, promotion, and personal bias.
That's because you're right. You always talking about the money and shit. That's what I'm saying is you can't.
Bill, we not even on here talking about no money, Bill. Bill, we not even on here talking about no money. This ain't even about no money. This
You
about
brought
me
the money
talking
up.
about.
Bill Haney has also questioned the financial structure surrounding Mayweather Promotions, raising concerns about whether the organization's reported success is truly benefiting the people working behind the scenes. Haney specifically mentioned Calvin Ford, suggesting that if a company is generating the level of money often claimed publicly, key members of the team should not appear to be facing financial pressure. According to Bill Haney, providing stronger financial support and fair compensation to important team figures could help reduce frustration and prevent internal conflicts. His comments shifted the discussion beyond how much money is being earned and focused more on how that money is distributed among the individuals contributing to the success of the promotion. The situation also reflects a larger conversation within boxing about management, loyalty, and the treatment of trainers, coaches, and support staff who play major roles in building fighters and promotional brands behind the scenes.
Personal between you and Calvin. Also, his Tank's coach. Is it?
Man, I told Coach.
For those that don't know, Coach Calvin is Tank's coach. So I'm just for our audience.
And I said, listen, ain't no way your fighter gonna be checking the money that y'all talking about checking, and Calvin gonna be looking like that. I told Tank them to pay him. I told him to pay him because, or we need to go on coach's strike around this month. Because ain't no way Bill should be getting paid and Calvin shouldn't. And Calvin need to thank Bill for mentioning this.
So you saying Calvin ain't getting paid?
Yo, he said ain't no reason Calvin should be looking the way he's looking if they making all this money.
Now that's the thing. They talk all that money talk. Can't be one looking good and the rest of the crew if you getting thoroughbred money. You know what I'm talking about?
Again.
Yeah.
Bill Haney has continued publicly criticizing Floyd Mayweather Jr., claiming that Floyd's move from traditional professional fights into exhibition events appears to be motivated more by financial opportunities than by passion for competition itself. According to Haney, the transition reflects a stronger focus on securing major paydays rather than maintaining the competitive standards that define Mayweather's prime years in boxing. The tension reportedly increased after discussions surfaced suggesting that Floyd Mayweather Jr. was unhappy about not receiving a deal similar to the one connected to Devin Haney. Those reports also led to claims that Mayweather hinted he could influence matchmaking situations within boxing, potentially affecting Devin Haney's chances of landing major fights against opponents such as Rolando Romero or Gervonta Davis. Whether fully accurate or not, these accusations have added more attention to the ongoing debate surrounding Mayweather's business decisions, influence within the sport, and relationships with fighters and promoters. The controversy has also fueled wider discussions about balancing financial interests with competitive fairness in modern boxing.
For some of y'all that ain't from the streets and don't understand like the politics of it, you know, that Bill Haney Floyd conversation was well overdue. they have been in the background, sneak dissing each other for a minute. You know, pretty much Floyd is upset that Dev didn't take the deal that he put on the table for him. And he say, okay, you don't want to mess with me, you don't want to take the deal, I'm gonna make it tough for you. I'm gonna go whisper and rain here. I'm gonna make sure Rolly don't fight you. I'm gonna make sure Tank don't fight you. You know what I'm saying? And Bill don't like that. Bill feel like it's some little backdoor stuff he been doing. And Bill didn't back down. It was kind of crazy how Bill went at Floyd. He said, I'm putting on, like, where your people from the streets that you put on? You know what I'm saying? Where your community at? Your real people. You know what I'm saying? So
Bill Haney has openly criticized Floyd Mayweather Jr., arguing that Floyd gradually moved away from being viewed primarily as a competitive boxer and instead fully embraced a money Mayweather image, where financial success became the main focus. According to Haney, that shift placed greater importance on maximizing revenue than on delivering the kind of meaningful, high-level fights many fans wanted to see. Bill Haney contrasted that approach with his own philosophy about the sport. He stated that boxing should continue being centered around entertainment, real competition, and giving fans memorable matchups rather than focusing only on the largest possible payday. That in Haney's view, when money becomes a primary priority, it can hurt the integrity of boxing and create distance between fighters and the audience that help build their careers. His comments added to the ongoing debate within the sport about balancing business interests with competitive value and fan expectations.
Tank doesn't want any of it. Why is that? I know you can't give him...
Man, get off of Twitter, man, and knock it off, man. If you the face of boxing, then send over something, man. You know what I'm saying? Something respectful, like you really trying to do this. Because every fighter that Devin gets paid, man, the most money, man. Knock it off, man. That's bunk business, man. You know what I'm saying? Listen, we don't need you. Let the welfare feed you for real. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, for real. Because that's when you're going to be at the welfare line. You keep on the people, giving them the fake fights, talking about that we done charge $57. Listen, we going to give you the best fights, and we going to get all the people in there. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what we do. And we pay the fighters. We give the fans an opportunity to come in. That's that old business model that you're going to charge the fans for some bull fights, and then you the face of boxing because you just keep shoving it down their throat, man. The Mayweather era, that's over with, man. It's the Devin Haney era. That Mayweather is over with, man. You hear me? Over with. Floyd ain't never did what Devin did at 25. Tank ain't did it, nobody else ain't did it.
There have been continuing discussions within boxing about the accuracy of some of Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s public earnings claims, particularly statements suggesting he made as much as $100 million in a single night. Over the years, Mayweather has built his identity around the Money Mayweather persona and has frequently presented himself as one of the highest paid athletes in sports history. However, some voices within the boxing world have questioned whether those reported figures fully reflect the reality behind the business side of the sport. According to critics and insiders, numbers promoted publicly in boxing are sometimes used as part of branding and marketing rather than exact financial accounting. They argue that highlighting enormous payouts helps strengthen Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s image of extreme wealth, dominance, and success, even though actual profits after taxes, promotional costs, fighter splits, and other expenses could be considerably lower than the headline figures presented to the public.
Reports online that Floyd's a billionaire. There's reports that he was the highest paid athlete in this year and this year. First off, he's never gotten $100 million for a fight. Not even remotely close.
You think it's bull?
I know it is, because I know the fight business. I've been in the fight business my whole life. I'm a promoter right now. He's probably made about $60 million before in one night, which is crazy numbers. Mike Tyson, to put in perspective, when he fought Michael Spinks, that was the biggest fight of all time. When that fight happened, one got $30 million and one got $29.
$250 million against Manny Pacquiao.
Yeah. No fighter in history of the world. $250 million to go and box. I know that Floyd is still getting in there as recently as this weekend because he needed the money.
I think Floyd's fighting because he needs the money?
Yeah.
Really? Why? You think he blew through all of his money?
Floyd Mayweather Jr. has become famous for displaying an extremely lavish way of living, and his constant use of private jets is one of the clearest examples of that image. While this lifestyle strongly supports his Money Mayweather persona, some critics believe that sustaining such enormous spending habits can eventually place heavy strain on finances, particularly if earnings are not continuously keeping pace with the costs involved. The discussion is not only about how much money someone has, but whether that level of spending can realistically be maintained over time. Even for a person who has generated hundreds of millions throughout his career, the non-stop expenses tied to private aircraft, luxury homes, and large entourages can grow rapidly. Without disciplined money management and reliable income sources, maintaining that type of lifestyle could lead to financial problems in the future, which is why certain observers continue to question whether the public image of unlimited wealth fully matches reality.
You want me to show you right now? Call AJ. My sister, she gonna call my pilot right now.
So you just call your pilot and he just come where? It's like an Uber?
I'm finna show you. AJ.
Hey, what's up?
So yesterday you guys flew over to Vegas to pick my daughter and mother up and my daughter and my grandson up, right?
That's correct, yep.
I got tickets for you guys to go to the Super Bowl tomorrow, but I got Dan, he's gonna go. So I need you to fly over there because you got to pick a couple people up. You got to pick some people up for me in Vegas. Is that okay?
Yeah, of course, yeah. Yeah, we're ready to go.
Okay, so let me know. Head over to Clay Lacey and go over to Vegas. So let me know what time you're gonna land so I can send them over there, and then Dan can get on the plane also. Okay?
Okay, so it'll be. I mean, we're sitting here wrapping up dinner now. It's about an hour. About an hour to play. I'd say have them at the airport about 10:45 or so.
Yeah, I'm done.
The extravagant image commonly linked to Floyd Mayweather Jr. also reflect a broader financial truth. Even people who make enormous amounts of money can still face financial difficulties if their spending habits are not properly managed. Continuously focusing on luxury, public displays of wealth, and expensive purchases without building a strong long-term financial plan can eventually place major strain on overall cash flow. Some critics believe that excessive spending on items such as luxury cars, private jets, jewelry, and real estate may appear impressive publicly, but it does not necessarily guarantee lasting financial security. If expenses regularly rise to the same level as income, or even surpass it, the possibility of long-term financial instability becomes much greater, no matter how much wealth was earned previously.